I'm Karen Byrne. I'm owner and operator of Win with Hypnosis in the USA and creator of Attitude of a Champion. My niche is working with athletes, although I see clients for every other challenge that you could imagine. I've niched in with athletes because I've realized after the 18 years that I'm in business that that is my expertise. And I decided about 5 years ago that in order to have a successful, profitable business, niching in with one type of client is super important. It makes us the expert and others find us. But what I'm here to tell you today is that the easiest and most profitable clients are athletes. And I would love for you to niche in with athletes if you are looking for a successful and thriving business. The reason is because sports hypnosis is an underserved community. It is an untapped market. There are so many athletes out there and they truly are looking for us, although they don't know we exist. And so my belief is that if we get out there and we tell them we exist, they want to work with us. They just need to know we're there. And that's about breaking through our fears and letting others know the gift that we have to give them in order for them to be better athletes and high performers. Whether that is an athlete that is struggling with confidence or possibly doesn't perform the way that they used to, or an entrepreneur or a mathlete, they're high performers. The reason that athletes and high performers are the easiest is because they already know how to get in the zone. They already know how to be coached. They're actually in the zone when they're playing. They know how to get into that theta state, that peak emotional state. And we all know that's what hypnosis is. The other reason is that athletes' parents are looking for mindset training piece, just like I said. They want their kids to be trained in the mind as much as they are in the physical. They have spent thousands of dollars on the physical training. They talk to their athletes typically about being confident and teach them the things that we teach them in the office, but we're the expert. The parents are willing to pay us in order for us to train them in these tools and techniques that are lifelong tools and techniques. Also, I have a simple, proven structure to work with athletes, which is systemized. It's not emotional training, so it's easy. Like many of our client sessions, we prepare for them and we're drained after the day because we are focusing out and listening and giving our energy. With athletes, it's cut and dry, it's kind of cookie cutter, and it's very, very simple. And then we and the mental training are truly the missing piece that many athletes need for their ultimate success. They have the physical piece, but we say that 80% is the mental piece and they don't know where to get it. And being taught something is much, much more effective than reading about it or watching a YouTube video. They want that in person contact. And then we give them tasks and techniques to do in between, and they're accountable to do it. It's also easy to market sports hypnosis because you can present it as mindset training. Most athletes that come to see me and high performers aren't so much interested in hypnosis. They are interested in being better athletes, getting more confident, overcoming injuries, getting rid of that performance anxiety. And they don't care that hypnosis is offered. But when we present ourselves as mindset trainers, that's what they're looking for. And then we just tell them it's the added benefit of hypnosis. Athletes are also great repeat clients. They come back season after season and before big competitions. It's not uncommon to see an athlete many, many times in a row. In fact, some of my athletes come in biweekly and monthly, and they have for years and years. And they all have siblings that then come and see you also. And parents are willing to pay for this mindset training piece because we know that as parents, we will spend a lot of money to help our children succeed. A lot of these parents want these children to get these athletes to get college scholarships, and they're willing to pay for them to get that mindset piece in order to believe in themselves enough to continue with their athletic career. Athletes and their parents are not afraid to tell others about their performance that has drastically improved. In fact, people will ask them, "What has happened to you? Why are you so much better? What's going on?" And they are willing to tell you. I am working with a sports hypnotist. In fact, I just saw an athlete last night that someone said, "Wow, you have improved dramatically in the last year." And he said, "Yeah, because I go see a sports hypnotist and everyone's interested in it." And then that parent came in to me as the athlete was finished working with me. I think he was a high schooler actually. And she asked if I would come speak to their team. I didn't offer it. She asked for it. It's really that simple when you start working with them. They are great referrers. They want to tell everybody about their secret. Whereas pros don't so much want to do that. They want to keep it to themselves. Anyone can work with athletes. You don't have to be an athlete yourself or even be into sports. I was a cheerleader in high school. And yet, I did have youth athletes and high school and collegiate athletes that I've learned a lot of my mental training from. But it doesn't mean I have to be in love with sports or know anything about sports. I have a proven technique that I can teach you how to work with athletes and use their language and even how to work with any sport you know nothing about by this simple technique that I teach you. And sports hypnosis is really just mindset training, anyways, with that benefit of hypnosis. I already did the work for you. And what I have is proven and successful, and you can start making money at it immediately. As long as you get out there and make those contacts and speak to those teams, you can get those athletes in your door within a matter of weeks. The other thing that I find is that with athletes, my sessions are always 45 minutes to an hour, and it's very refreshing. With other clients, sometimes we feel like we're cutting them off or our sessions go too long. Athletes is a very structured system where this is what I offer and this is what I teach, and our hypnosis takes this long, and we are always complete in our hour sessions. And then the other thing is that you can offer a program. When I work with athletes, I offer them a 4 session program and they are happy to pay up front. I give them a program fee, they pay it up front, and they show up for all 4 sessions. So there's many other reasons that I love working with athletes, and I would love to teach you to work with athletes because there are so many athletes out there. I can't teach them all. I can't work with them all, but I would love to teach you how to work with athletes.